How you doing, guys? We just arrived to Pererenan. Well, Pererenan is not the Canggu anymore, but it's like you have to pass the Canggu, obviously. Traffic was horrendous. Mostly local people, actually. I don't know where they are going. But that's how does it is. It took us by bike from Denpasar, come here, 1 hour, 15 minutes. If we will live in Sanur, it will be 1 hour, 30 minutes at least by motorbike. Yeah, we're gonna have a coffee because I got a headache and I don't wanna overdose the Panadol, which is paracetamol, you know. So coffee, it looks like this one. Very nice glass, by the way. Very nice place. Cheers, guys. And we're gonna show you Pererenan. It's beautiful weather, at least, so that's good. We're gonna show you. Pretty nice coffee in the pretty nice place. We're still living in Denpasar, but in the next 2 months we're gonna move to Tabanan, which is around 30 minutes from this place, and that will be the closest place where we potentially gonna come in for the coffee and stuff. So we're gonna show you Pererenan today, but driving slowly a little bit because the area is pretty big, bigger than you think, and for walking it's just really be very hard to make it.
And this is how the Bali life. Small kid driving motorbike, no helmets. Oh, this is it. Okay, so now we will take you to stroll around.
All right, so but we're gonna show you the beach little bit first.
And then I will be the camera person now.
Beach here, as you can see, this is the dead end. You cannot park anymore, but the beach like this one, the surfers coming here, also some kids. There's the big sign of Pererenan. That's the official name, looks like this one. Many kids coming for now with the kites because the wind season is starting, so it's pretty windy, and we're gonna go around, show you a little bit of Pererenan. Basically, that's how does it look like. A lot of Russian people here, obviously. Whoa, this set, it's pretty interesting. So mostly locals and Russians here, but also people from all around the world in general. Yeah, just normal regular vibes here. Basically, this is the gate where it's like a beach side, and after that there are some villas and restaurants. In general, Pererenan is pretty new thing. 5-7 years back was only 1 or 2 restaurants, maybe 5 villas, and that's it. Now you have so many fancy establishments, very interesting hotels, villas, especially villas, but so many restaurants everywhere. And construction, of course. Construction, every single corner there's the construction of something. There's Monsieur Spot. This particular moment, area where we are driving here, I used to showing you already a few times ago by walking, but I want to show you the whole entire Pererenan area today, so you may have a feel how does it look like. Maybe would you like consider to come here one day, so you know how does it feel. There is no footpath, it's just the small village, obviously. Grab drivers, Gojek drivers are so happy as somebody is filming here. Not so many people filming here actually for some reason. It's pretty hard to film in this area anyways. Because of no walking space, no walking distance. But anyways, so many restaurants, so many villas here. Also, the 1 or 2 hotels, big hotels are under construction, just not here yet. But basically on the left, on the right, you can find so many interesting establishments. In my opinion, it's pretty enjoyable place to be because it's still village vibe. It's also a lot of, you know, fancy places, fancy restaurants, something here. It's under construction, I think one of the hotels, the big ones. But overall, it's still enjoyable. There is not such a traffic like in Canggu. There's no beach clubs here yet. There's not even one beach club, which is a big surprise for some of you maybe, but there is not. Overall, it's just like a mix between locals and foreigners who are living here, and most of the foreigners who are living here, they are expats. They are not really tourists who are coming for 1 week for holidays, mostly expats. And well, that's why we were here once. We actually used to vlog here already many times. You may be familiar maybe, but yeah. So many villas under the construction, so many restaurants, pescados. Some of those restaurants here, they have other outlets either in Sanur or either in Ubud, sometimes in Canggu or Seminyak, but many of them, they have other outlets in Ubud and Sanur, which is very interesting. This is like, for me personally, this area is more closer to, feels a little bit like Seminyak, Sanur, rather than Canggu, either it's just very close to the Canggu. Because it's just simply kind of cozy, kind of quiet. And of course, so many buildings, so many boutiques now. But you know, you can still find the locals running just on the middle of the street. You know, the traffic is very, very moderate. Not many sellers. Actually, there is no sellers on the street like try to offer you any stuff. Like Seminyak or Kuta is packed of them. Even Sanu is overpacked of them. But here nobody tried to sell you anything because obviously everybody knows most of the people who are here, they are just simply expats. And expats, they will not buy stuff like you have in Seminyak, for example, as trying to sell you some sort of stuff, especially at the front of the Circle K or something. You know what I mean? Or any kind of bracelets. Nobody will buy stuff like this one here. So it's different vibe. That's why I like it. And also, well, this is something cool. The new restaurant or something looks pretty big with the simple name Smile. But you see, there are local vibe here, local houses, local warung kopi. Somebody drive casually Rubicon, of course the local people. Everybody who is familiar with the local market should know who drive Rubicons in Bali and in Indonesia in general, but we are not talking about this stuff today. Anyways, basically you can find the empty gap, but there's nobody here. So that's the, you know, good alternative to the other parts. But also some people walking. This guy had actually sunglasses like Ash Eyes have it. I just realized, so funny. I'm trying to learn what is the Ash Eyes, but I need to go to Australia one more time to find this out more correctly. Anyways, here people are from all around the world. It's not like specific only as the Russian. I know the Russians are everywhere right now, but you can find people from all around the world and also many locals just simply chilling. And now you can go straight where will be Pepito Market, but we're gonna go right because I think it's just nice to show you. That's the smaller street with so many villas. This is like a more already into residential area. I always compare it to different parts, especially to Sanur. So this is like going through the Batursari somewhere on the other side of the bypass. Something is like that here. As you can see, already not much restaurants, but many villas and other kind of businesses. There also was so many rice fields, but the rice fields obviously are gone already, but we know the story. I think it's no need to talk about disappearing of the rice fields today, but yeah, that's what is it, right? And overall, like a little gap here, where is nothing. Land for sale here on the left and on the right. There I saw the small signs as if you would like to, you can buy or lease the land here. Just in case, if you would like to build something here, it's still space. And not so long ago, like literally 5 years ago, here was only rice field. I mean, only rice field and tea races, little bit like in Ubud. But now, yeah, little bit of the rice fields and so many villas. So basically, that's how does it look like. And also, as I mentioned, we're still living in Denpasar near Sanur, but in the next 2 months we are moving to Tabanan. So whenever I'm gonna want to come to the area where so many restaurants or something, just for chill or having my morning coffee or afternoon coffee, I have to come to Pererenan. Of course, there's other areas, but you know, the biggest selection will be here. So, well, probably that will be my exchange for the Sanur in the future. But well, that's how it is. Here normally were some local houses, but many locals open the business, and there is another shortcut actually. You can use this shortcut to go to La Brisa in Canggu, but only for motorbikes, and I'm not really interested to pass it. But yeah, there's some like a guest house here and stuff. Upstairs is guest house, downstairs there are some small warungs, restaurants. There's like a place where locals selling something like mie ayam bakso and stuff. There's stadium also. Like you can play football, and of course another buildings coming up, the small shops where you could rent it and open some small business, small restaurant or shop, something like that. Locals driving without helmets, smoking, vapes. Vapes are still legal in Bali, by the way. Many countries banning vapes, but Bali still have it. But the construction, like I said, everywhere they building something right now. This is like unbelievable. As now you can still enjoy on the other side of the street little bit of the rice field and the sunset potentially in the future. But this is disappearing slowly. So probably in next 5 years there will be no rice fields. What you see, just only buildings. This is what we are talking about, the overdevelopment of Bali, but that's how it is. There are villas everywhere. There's the agent even selling those villas what they are building there. Well, probably in the next few years it's gonna look like continuation to Canggu. Some people who are not familiar with this area probably will not even notice as they are leaving Canggu, because everything will be just simply connected in the future. But yeah, that's what is it. Because I remember 5 years ago there was only rice field. Seriously, there were a few houses, but mostly only rice fields. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna get inside one of these small roads here. Well, the road doesn't look very optimistic, but I wanna drive you here a little bit just to show you. On the left, you have villas already, like as you see, construction, and on the right you have beautiful rice fields. But this everything, when we are driving right now, one day on the left, on the right, there will be only villas. One day. Keep it my videos safe somewhere and find this after 5 years, or maybe I'm gonna remind you after 5 years, and you're gonna find this out. Meanwhile, this is like a huge construction site only here. And down there is like a small gazebo villa style, but you can see big excavator, like huge construction zone on the middle of the rice field. Okay, and this is the end zone. Villa for rent, 2-unit villa, 2-bedroom, number, WhatsApp, probably still for rent. That's how does it look like. But the rice field, like this one, and still there is the Bapak planting something. He actually is taking the banana leaf right now, but yeah, this all will disappear, I can warrant you that. I'm not saying because this is good, but this is what is it. And the construction over there, everywhere is like that. And this is the construction house and the workers living in this wooden house. But you see the construction, this is like a 3 floors building actually, some sort of bigger house. This is what is it, this is Pererenan, and of course we are facing sun, so the road is a little bit broken here. Yeah, that's what is it. This is all prepared for the construction. The land here is actually sold already. They only put the sign as you cannot put the rubbish anymore, because usually they putting like a rubbish before they're gonna build something to make a land more stable.
Oh, look at on the left over there for the sunset on the left.
Yeah,
also
but it's
another
so
brand new
big
building.
construction site. Even now their trucks came with the electric poles. So they're gonna climb the electricity and also the internet, Wi-Fi. So basically that's how does it look like. I mean, this is what is it. And of course some big establishments, that's the gym. Everything is already prepared for you. I mean, for you or for anyone else. This is the small excavator here. There's like a tennis courts or something on the right already. And obviously at the front there is the main street. We can go to Tabanan, Tanaklot, or you can go to Canggu and of course Seminyak and stuff.
All right, so this is our stroll actually in Pererenan area, and now we decided to go to Tabanan and just following the main road.
But we're not gonna film it, maybe on different occasion. All right, I hope so you enjoy. This is Pererenan. I will see you tomorrow on different occasion, on different videos. See ya, take care guys.